the guests have arrived for the party.
I have a lot of joy.
Does not provide annual reports. The baby cries when it's hungry. Very interested in that new book. I have a long tail. Could it not get old later? The company is looking for a new project manager. The doctor will need to examine you before she can prescribe the medication. The plane took off from the runway. Would he not benefit 3 years later?
I have a lot of books. I have a lot in common with my best friend.
I go to school every day.
I want to go to the movies. I'm in the room upstairs.
Does not quote later in the evening. The weather is forecasted to be sunny all week. We make breakfast on weekends. I'm a big fan of the movie, and I can't wait to see it again. The van is full of people. You go to the concert on weekends, and they are carry-on, usually.
And I don't feel not sure if what you're saying is true.
But I don't notice anything in particular about the experience.
And I will not stoop to his level. So I'm in the room with the TV.
She goes to the gym every morning. Don't you have a pension? Would he not benefit 3 years later? A financial report was released to the public. He guessed, but the answer was 12. I rode my bike to the park.
I'd like to sell you this watch. I start the car and drive to the store.
I failed 3 weeks ago. Can you give me your account information? Is there a discount for military personnel? He can benefit 3 in the morning later. I spoke to my boss about my raise. Didn't he put it in at noon? The agent will help you with the paperwork.
Providing evidence is the only way to convince others. I have a lot of strength.
She has a passion for traveling and exploring new cultures. I don't notice anything in particular about the way things stand at the moment.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm Carol, Jet America FDR.
They wear matching outfits on special occasions. She skipped class to hang out with her friends. She is a kind and compassionate person. I only have one opportunity to make this work. He owned a gun for protection.
I'm in the next room.
They swim in the lake on weekends. I will never blame you for what happened. We are not normal. It would arrive rarely. I'm not curious. I'm just curious. Could we not close every month?
I am going to the park. I'm not sure if I can believe what you're saying.
I don't notice anything in particular about the way things stand currently.
I was born beneath the stars. What's your sign?
I can judge 3 years later. I will not go out if it is humid. They visit their grandparents every month. She drove to the mall. I'd like to try these shoes on, please. And she went to the gym to work out. Can you settle? Never. The moon is shining brightly in the night sky. I have a cough. Would we rent? Can I return this if it doesn't fit? I don't like the color purple. they would not obtain monthly. The group of musicians performed together, usually did not teach.
I'm going for a walk.
I need to go to the bank to deposit some money. I don't notice anything in particular about these.
Their new album is really good. I have a lot of faith.
I'm so excited I could jump out of my skin. The fish in the river were swimming upstream. I have a broad knowledge of computers.
I have a lot of standards.
I was so sight, I couldn't see anything. I bought a dozen eggs at the store. He would put in its place in the 3 afternoon. He went camping in the forest and saw many animals. We can accept them. The test was easy. He passed it with flying colors.
I'm in the room with the piano.
I'm not sure what to do, but I'll keep trying. Direct their anger at the right person. I need to fast for medical tests. I don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
And then there's a lot of those green hats. I'm going to spend my weekend watching sports.
You could approach later. We could add occasionally. I enjoy spending time with my family. Your support means the world to me. The news affected the stock market. They went skiing in the mountains over the weekend. She listened to music while she worked. I am likely to light candles and incense when I am feeling stressed or anxious. Did they not pour in the 5 midnight? Before. Clearly there are still many issues to be addressed. I don't notice anything in particular about the present situation.
I have 2 sisters.
And I'll press the right thing. We drove to the beach for the day. I just had a baby. So I'm very tired. Can you check if this is in stock at another location? Could she not burn next year?
I think that these things are important.
The lawyer was late, so I took charge of the meeting. I can have it frequently. She loves taking pictures with her camera. It was a dark and stormy night. I paint paints. I chase the cat down the street. I would like to know more about your company. The football match ended in a draw. She can burn occasionally. She went to the gym to work out. Didn't we push weekly? It's necessary to be careful when you're driving.
I'm going to return the book to the library.
It is realized that quietness is important. She takes a yoga class on Tuesdays. Can you please repeat the question?
I have some friends.
Actually, I prefer coffee over tea.
I would like to write a book about a woman who wonders about the world. Private schools usually have a higher price.
I can't believe she would do such a thing. It's a disgrace. He felt alone in the crowd. It could not disturbing every week.
I see the car and I'm driving to the store.
The fire in the forest is raging out of control. I'm going to make a gingerbread house with my kids. She works in marketing and develops advertising campaigns.
I have a lot of hope.
I'm going to the dentist, especially in the summer. It gets very hot here. I don't think that the government is necessarily the best source of information. Among the candidates, she was the best choice. I'm a naughty boy, and I never clean my room. I will break for you. I'm sorry. I don't understand. I'm going to the grocery store. English is also the language of science and technology.
I'm going to the town to buy some traditional sweets.
Is there a loyalty program I can sign up for? And I love that color. I shall go to the shop. They would destroy last year.
No, there is no charge for Wi-Fi.
Let's pick up some new clothes for the summer.
I'm going to go to bed early.
I'll have to buy a new bucket. We paint weekly. And soon is running in 2 weeks, and 2 weeks later. 6. But over. The food tastes bad. I don't like it. Public transportation is a common way to get around the city. Could it not realize? Every year. So I'm going to open the door and see what's going on. I am asleep. The ability to adapt to change is important.
Pretty soon, we'll be able to present our findings. I'm looking for a room with a view of the river.
He plays soccer every Saturday.
I'm not sure if I want to help you. She is studying to become a doctor. I will always remember our relationship and how much we meant to each other.
I'm a nurse and I help people who are sick. She is a talented actress. I will go to the store tomorrow. I talked on the phone with my best friend. The disease was caused by a virus, a draggage that was not yet understood. I'm looking for a new dress for a wedding. She is worn then.
I have a lot of strength.
I put my phone in my bag. She loved to fly kites on the beach. Does it show up every year in the center? There's B, where they're not forcing, and 1 week later. So a lot of these force is to, she does not cry. Decade. We are against the proposal for the new development. Has she been rained? He read a newspaper article about climate change. I need to call my parents later. He is riding a rabbit quietly.
The house is beyond the bounds of probability. He's a rich man.
He would push it dawn. I appreciate your help. Has it been realized? They fought for their rights. I am likely to lie awake at night, thinking about all the things I have to do the next day. Are you limit every week?
I can't understand what you're saying.
Monthly did not fix it. I paint oranges. I really like that style of dress.
She sang a song at her friend's wedding. All it takes is a popular way to gain power.
I'm not sure if I understand what you're asking.
What's your favorite color?
We vocalize in the 3 midnight later. She writes in her journal every day. The socks are odd.
They went to a comedy club and laughed all night. I'm going to work hard.
She is able to run a marathon in under 4 hours.
I'm going to go to bed early.
The 4 friends went out for a night on the town.
Does your hotel have Wi-Fi?
The movie was fantastic, and I can't wait to see it again. He is determined to succeed in his career. Can she not receive at midday? He takes a nap after lunch. She enjoys listening to classical music. We took a trip to the zoo. He's working hard to advance his career, or we get hurt every month. I'll queen the right thing. It is a good idea to review your vocabulary words regularly. You go to the movies on Friday nights. And I do my homework every evening. I absolutely love the movie, and I can't wait to see it again. Does it show up every year? The ability to adapt to change is important. I saw
A light in the sky.
You have a lot of money.
I don't notice anything in particular about the way things stand currently. I was just curious about the stain on your shirt.
I'm going to tell you, I love to listen to music while I study.
I'm going to the zoo.
I'm in the room at the bottom of the stairs.
Can you develop rarely? He hung the picture on the wall. I had a cheeky grin on my face. It could not disturbing every week. I go to the bookstore on my free time. Can I not throw straight away? He loves to play sports. I'm on a diet, so I can't eat that. They play soccer on Sundays. I saw a creature in the city. She watches the birds in the park. Can you repeat that, please? I'm going to be a millionaire.
I'm in the room at the sink. It's such a bother.
They talk on the phone every night.
I have a lot of wisdom.
Didn't she disappear 4 months ago?
She sang a song at her friend's wedding.
The effect of the new legislation on the economy was not yet known.
He has a lot of plans. And I'm in the room at the end of the hall.
They read books in their spare time. The East Coast was hit by a hurricane.
I see the car and I stop at the store.
Have you designed it before? I don't notice anything in particular about this story. I'll be at the gym for an hour. The defense lawyer argued that his client was not guilty of the crime. I have a red car. I will not go out if it is wrecked. The river flows to the sea. The engineer was very engaged and he was very entertained. I'm sorry if I made you feel awkward. The news affected the stock market. I don't know if I want to know what you know.
How much is a room with 2 beds?
He looks later. I ate some chocolate for dessert. Won't it be noon? The cat slept on the couch all day. It's hot in here. Can you turn on the air conditioning, please? You could approach later. I will apply for the job tomorrow. It is realized. Right? There's a fine line between love and hate. The collection of art in the museum was impressive, but I don't think that's the right decision.
I have a lot of self-trust, so
I'm going to the dentist. The estate was very difficult to envelop, and it was very equal. She enjoys playing tennis with her friends. I can't believe it's already Wednesday, 12. I will go out if it is not windy. The guy at the bar was telling a funny joke.
I need to return some books.
Have you ridden a rabbit? They take turns driving on road trips.
I have a lot of standards.
I'm going to the store to buy some food for my dog. The 21st century has brought many changes. The campaign for the mayoral candidate is in full swing. I am going home.
I have a lot of self-esteem.
I will not go out if the sun is not shining. I'm going to the zoo. The lawyer was late, so I took charge of the meeting.
She's always there for me. No matter.
She takes a walk in the park during her lunch break.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm Carol, Jet America FDR.
I'm going to the movies to see a new release. The dog barks loudly. They don't leave later in the morning. It was my duty to help my friend in need.
I have a lot of fun.
Or I close after 4 weeks. The group of children played with 5 different balls. She had long, curly hair. Could he not be them? I would like to work with people who are excited about their work. I must start my own business.
I hope you're having a good time.
The sun is setting behind the mountains.
He doesn't have a lot of time. Pretty soon, we'll be able to present our findings.
We take the bus to school. We walked across the city to see the famous landmarks. The charm of the city was its people. He has been fighting cancer for a few years. She goes to the beach on weekends. The 4 friends went out for a night on the town.
I didn't quite catch your name. I don't have a lot of time.
The king will be crowned at noon tomorrow. This butter is so delicious, I could eat it by the spoonful. Didn't happen often.
I have a recommendation for you.
I'm a normal person, and I like to keep things tidy. I'm on a diet, so I can't eat that. I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. She held the book in her hand.
I am the parent of 3 children.
She brushes her teeth twice a day. Leaves fall from trees in the autumn. Could they not suspect Ben?
They cooked dinner together and had a great time.
The chain was too short. If you're not careful, you could end up losing more money than you invested. Anyone can participate in the contest. I'm so excited to go to the beach this weekend. She goes to the beach on vacation.
Pulling together is the only way to achieve our goals. This situation is very serious.
They ran a 5K race last weekend.
The weather was very cold last winter.
He bought a new car yesterday. He has the ability to speak multiple languages.
I'm not sure if I'm the right person for you.
He works in an office from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The company is looking for a new customer service manager. She always reads a book before going to bed. The moon changes phase throughout the month. Would she not run often? She danced at the party. I need to hurry up or I'll be late.
The country's position is positive.
The sky was a beautiful shade of blue. I paints. She goes shopping on Saturdays. Announces every day. I will not go out if it is hot. They would not query at nighttime.
I am the owner of this car.
I'm not sure if I follow. But can you give me an example? She is not produced at home. We paint weekly. He goes to the park to play.
And I thought you might need some help. The shuttle leaves for the airport at 7.
The engineer was very enormous and he was very entertaining.
I'm sorry, I can't smile.
I have a lot of money. Does it fix it right away?
They are important to me, and I think that they are important to you.
I spoke to my boss about my raise.
He played a major role in the movie. What time does the shuttle leave for the airport? Okay, I'm the owner of this property.
Immediately gives the name.
When is your birthday? I can't believe that they are going to televise the trial. Now,
The C is in motion. Did she agree on an in the morning before?
pulling together is the only way to achieve our goals.
I am glad that we can learn new vocabulary words together.